I don't know why I did that. Welcome back to Drunker Clunkers. First wrenching live video? I don't know what to name it. Got my young daughter out here. And we're calling her Mr. Junkers now? Miss Junkers? I don't know.
Junker Clunkers Woman.
Junker Clunkers Woman. So, we got it up on the TV. Let's see which one looks better. Is it better this angle? Is it better that way? Has it flipped it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it? You guys can see everything then. All right, so who wants to hold this camera? All I want you to do. So when comments come in, you'll tap them once. If comments come up, let me know. I'll show you how to do it, okay?
Okay.
So this is just a pop-up live. I was lazy today and I really didn't do anything, but there's a lot of crap that's got to get done. So I guess that tonight we're going to work on. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Camera girl's new.
Not new.
We're going to work on getting these exhaust manifold studs out, and possibly the new manifold on. This is going to be in the upcoming video, but this is kind of a sneak peek. We're still recording, so you'll watch things twice if you watch this video. Hold on a second, David. I don't know if I can do two things at once. How we doing? We doing good. Don't laugh at me, Cheyenne. Guest. I can invite guest. I'm still new to all this stuff, guys. Just give me a second. So, do we go on airplane mode? Is that what we do? So people can't call us and mess things up?
Yeah. No, because then you can't record, right? You can't be recording.
Oh, you can't, can you?
No.
Oh, so we just turn the volume down to the phone? Hey, everybody, don't call me. All right, so Cheyenne, you see how there's a comment right there?
Mm-hmm.
So you can take and click on it once, and you'll notice how it comes up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
See how it comes up on the screen here? And to get rid of that, you just press it one more time, and it gets rid of it, okay? So hopefully there'll be people commenting, and you can tap them. And tell me to look up on that screen if there's questions or something like that when people come in and say hi, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so did David come in?
Yeah.
There'll be, when people want to try and come in, there'll be like a number 1 here or something like that for guests. Just let me know when. All right, so let's try and get back to
Another one came up.
Okay, so click it. If you need to interact.
No thanks.
So try to bring them down here. In the Will It Run video, we had sorry, I gotta record and record twice. In the Will It Run video, we had an exhaust leak right in this area, and it's indicative here because we got a broken off bolt here, and we got one in the back. I think that's the only 2 we have. The one in the back's probably going to be the worst, but we'll get them out. We got torches. We got a welder. Let's hope it don't come to that, though. Let's see if we can get things set up in here. Hopefully we don't burn the place down tonight. We got the fire extinguisher right there. You can show them that so they know we're being safe. And our fuel source is on the other side there now. So what do you think we need to do? Think we need to pull that off? Think we can get in there?
Yeah.
I think we can get in here still. You think we got to heat that up first, or think we can try and get it out first? What are you all laughing at me for? Are there any comments up there that need to be asked or talked about or anything? Brittany, you might need help a little bit.
That's really cool. Like,
All right, so what do we got going on? I appreciate that. I think it is too. I'm hoping it's going to be kind of an everyday driver for next summer. I'm not sure where you are, but we got cold weather coming in here. Did we just move it?
What?
There's no way we just moved that.
You want me to send a link so that they can talk to you?
Yes.
Tell you what to do.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I mean, you can run the camera with her,
What?
can't you?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. It's weird looking.
We're gonna have to. What are you talking about? This is the newest Cummins. I think we're gonna heat that up a smidge. Make sure you get good video, sure.
Yeah.
I hate this torch head. This is so touchy.
The TV is a little late.
You're gonna torch your GoPro.
Hopefully not. We're just gonna heat some stuff up. Heat up around the ball, get it nice and toasty, and hopefully get it out. Probably not. It's probably gonna snap right off. Everybody that's watching probably knows what's gonna happen.
Hey, Grady, you know, and everybody.
Do I know what everybody?
No.
It says, hey, Grady, you know, and everyone from Wood and Metal Garage.
We do know Wood Metal Garage.
I know it says, hey, Greedo.
Oh, it's from them?
Yes. It says, hey,
Oh,
Grady,
come on, Wood Metal Garage. How are you? All right. Sorry, it's hard to hear. Thank you.
Well, that's why I'm helping you.
Why they're sticking their way?
Stick?
This thing.
It's to hold the hood up so my head don't get smashed.
Oh, it's annoying.
Oh, I'm so sorry that safety is. It's annoying.
Why is that bungee cord floating around?
There we go. She's loosening up now. Look at that. I don't know if these are original. I don't know if this gasket's ever been done. I don't have a clue, guys. The other ones came out pretty easy. I didn't have to put much force on them at all.
How do you know if someone wants to come into the chat?
It'll come up as gas.
I'm going back and forth, but
Oh, Forsaken Steel wants to come in.
All right, so
I don't handle that.
hold on.
At the stream.
Yeah, add to stream. Is he up?
It's like I'm right there with you in spirit.
Oh, there he is. Sorry, we were delayed on adding you because we didn't know how.
I thought you were doing stuff with the family.
What are we breaking? Well, I was going to. My daughter went to bed. She said she was too tired to play cards. So
She was just afraid we were gonna win.
She didn't want to hurt your feelings, man.
I'd already beat her twice before I went to go pick up the hot.
Mechanic.
What did he say?
Stuff with Cletus says looks like it needs a mechanic.
What? Yeah, so I don't know. I was just thinking today, Dudes has done kind of a live of working on stuff. And I was lazy today and I really didn't do much of anything. So I figure I might as well bring people along and work on the Falcon at the same time as make a video. I got the GoPro going.
Set yourself up for an epic fail, though. That's what always happens for me. If I were to do that, whatever it was, would absolutely 100% fail.
Midnight Road
Yeah.
Garage and Hi Guys.
What's going on, Midnight? Yeah. Did you put it up on screen?
Oh, yes,
Make sure you put all comments on screen,
I did.
unless they're inappropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. So
There we go.
I'm not sure if you watched the newest video this week. I think you did.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know where the hell that went, but goodbye.
Oops.
That's all right. It was just a stud. So, we got a couple broken off studs on the head here. I pulled the old manifold off because I can't figure out if it was just that one stud and the gasket blew out there,
Mm-hmm.
or if it was just a crack in the manifold. I have another one from my 200 sprint motor that I forgot I had over in the other garage. So I'm gonna slap that one on here. A little work. We got one more stud to take out, and then I gotta clean up the old gasket.
Yeah, definitely had
And
a
then,
terrible exhaust leak.
oh, it did. It was very terrible. When I lifted it up, the exhaust looked pretty solid. So
Yeah.
why not use what's already there? I do want to put the long tube header true dual exhaust. They make them for these,
Yeah.
and I had it on my Mustang for a while. Oh, I froze on the TV at least. So I'm gonna do that eventually, but funds are real tight right now, so I got to use what I got.
LS swap. I am with Cletus on this. That'd be one bad LS swap.
I would throw a comment in here first.
I saw a two-door Pinto wagon today. Thought of you. I started to send you the link. It's like $2,500.
Dude, I'd rock a Pinto.
Oh, I would have rocked this two-door wagon.
So I don't look so fat.
It's all
Yeah,
about the
I'd rock
English.
a Pinto.
Yeah, had these little port windows in it, but the best I could tell, they were factory. It looked like little, like they used to put in the vans in the 70s. Had those little windows like that.
Go show them the ones on this.
Oh, I've seen yours.
I don't like them. They're not supposed
Yours
to
are
be
not
in
factory.
the side ones.
What ones?
The side ones.
Yeah.
Oh. From here?
Good. That right there.
This one? Look.
Yeah, those look like the stay-in-place sunroofs that they were selling in the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Late 70s, early 80s. That's where
Yeah.
those came from. Probably an RV or some shit.
They probably needed them for some
They're-
reason. Hey,
I'm
I'll
guessing
take
that this was some kind of a
link,
camper.
Just if you want to go get it. Oh, we've lost Grady.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Are we breaking up here pretty bad? What's going on?
My goodness. Well, I'm live. I don't know about the.
Is that better?
There we go. There you are.
All right. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We're on the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi sucks here. And I live in the damn city.
That's weird. I do not live in the city, and I have just fine Wi-Fi.
No, I'm just far enough away from the box. That
Oh,
one's gonna
from
be-
the house. You know, you can buy a
Mom's
Wi-Fi
just-
booster.
That one is going to be really tough to get
That's
out
right.
with all the tools.
Yeah.
I can almost hear the dial-up tone in the background.
It's not that bad. I pay a good amount a month for this damn internet too.
I'm sure you do, because internet's not cheap. I don't care what the provider.
It works pretty good in the house.
You need to get a repeater. They have Wi-Fi repeaters.
Yeah,
That
that's what I keep
will
hearing
repeat
stuff like that.
Like 60 or $70, I think, though.
I'm not sure if everybody can see that. I'm recording a video too.
Alan's nearly leaving us.
Oh, Narc's on too?
Mm-hmm.
I try and not step on anybody's toes. I don't know if everybody can see that stud in the back there. That's going to be fun. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that one out too easy. I wish I had my little torch still. Anybody seen that, by the way?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen that in a long
The yellow one? The one that used to be sitting right there? No, we haven't seen it.
I think I ate it.
I know we used it for the telescope.
Last time I remember using it was the fire cans.
The
So
fire.
what's going on with everybody else out there in the interwebs?
I went and looked at a couple of 914 Porsches. Actually, there was, I think, 9 of them total. I posted a picture of them on the interwebs.
I seen that.
They were rough. They were cheap. But
Somebody messaged me tonight. I can't remember who the hell it was. It was another YouTuber, and he sent me a link from the marketplace up here, and I was like, "What the hell? You got my link? You know, why do you have a link for me down there up here?" He's in Arizona,
yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, I was just cruising and I saw this."
yeah. When I look at marketplace, I cast a wide net. I don't care to drive, halfway across the country to buy something cool. Cool stuff's hard to find.
Yeah.
We saw those 914s. I actually went up to look at I think it was a 79 square body 4-wheel drive. Guy had passed away, but his family was selling off his stuff. You know how it is. That'll be me one day. My family will be selling off all my junk cars. And he'd put a brand new motor in it like 20 years ago and didn't finish it off, which was, it was sad. A brand new crate motor, had all the stickers still on it, but the truck was junk. Been sitting outside for 20 years. So the motor, it turned over, but it'd probably be junk too.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
video Peter said.
Grady burning his garage down live. You're not supposed to do that on the internet.
Hold on a second, buddy. It's hard to hear you. Let me get this figured up. You can get in there, sir.
Huh?
You can get in here and show what I'm doing.
Is that a fire extinguisher, I hope?
It sure is, my friend.
Good.
I've had too many close calls.
Me too. I've been
Kind of hoping this one just comes out like that last one, but she's pretty in there, so I wanted to heat it.
Oh, 100 miles. Shoot. I do 100 miles and don't even think about it.
So I'll be honest. Can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you just fine. I hope everybody else can.
So I'll be honest. I don't travel. I don't ever go anywhere. If I see something I like, I make a deal and I take a chance.
Dad, read the TV.
Lita says something on fire, or is it that Grady vaping like a zipper?
How about a little bit of both, my friend?
No fire.
Come on. Can't tell if that's moving.
My hands are tired.
Don't burn your fingers.
No
That's what I
thanks.
always do.
What's that?
I always burn my fingers when I'm doing this. Be careful.
I can't tell if that's moving or not.
Okay.
You do this one, I'll do this one.
I should have charged up my other lights.
This is too ambitious for me. There's no way I'd work and try to do a live at the same time.
Hell, why not?
Unless the live was like a Will It Run. There's a channel, I can't remember which one it was. I watched a while back. They did one of those. It was kind of weird to watch a Will It Run live. What do you do if you need parts?
The smaller vice president. Yeah, I know that Derek has done a Will It Run live before.
This wasn't him. Is some guys out in Texas, I think.
Right.
I don't know. They're a huge channel. I just don't watch a lot of channels that are big, which is probably weird, but I don't know.
Is it something Rust?
something rust buckets or
Yeah, they
Turner.
just
Turner.
changed their name, I think.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
It was interesting, but I don't know. They were taking questions and stuff, and I don't know. It seems all right, but you'd have to have a team of people to do that. And for me, it'd just be people watching me, and I wouldn't be able to read or respond or anything like that. So, wouldn't be
Your family don't get involved at all, or
no, which is fine. Listen, there's nothing bad about that for me. This is one of those things that I enjoy doing. My wife, she don't care anything about cars at all. And actually, when we first started dating, I don't know, maybe we've been dating a couple months, and there's a big rod run thing in Pigeon Forge here, and I took her up, and you're there like 6 hours. There's thousands of cars, and you walk and walk and walk, and she was with me the whole time, whatever, and we were there for like I said, probably about 5 hours of walking. We got back in the car, and I asked her, I said, "Well, did you enjoy yourself?" She said, "Nope." And I said, "Do you think you'll ever come back?" She said, "Nope." I said, "Well, as long as you don't impede me from coming, I don't care. You don't have to come." So she's just not a car girl, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as she doesn't impede me from doing what I want to do, I'm fine with it. So I don't want to go and watch movies. So that's her thing. She loves movies and reads about them, and I don't care nothing about going to a movie theater.
crap, that didn't see any of that.
Did you get that out?
Got it out. This one was an easier one.
So is that your last broken one? No,
I
you're not in front of the camera
think
with
it
it.
was. I'm gonna check right now. I don't think I had any other broken ones. Let's see. One. Where's number two?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Touch it, it's hot. 2, 3, 4.
Hello, Kathleen.
5, 6.
This reminds me of my kindergartner when she learned how to count. You did good.
Did I do good?
Yeah, you got all the way up to I think 6, I think.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That back one's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to touch it. 5. Where's number 6? I think that's number 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, thanks, Midnight, for coming over and joining my
Oh, don't turn it off.
be a good time. Oh, look at that. We got Mrs. Down.
Okay.
Man, I hope y'all are having a good time.
Brittany.
Boom.
Where we going?
No.
I thought I had a camera.
What did you do to the volume here?
And everything.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I didn't.
Y'all went all echo mode over there. And I don't know what's happening.
I was trying to add another camera to the car.
Did you get all these chats?
Yeah.
Caitlin is your sister? What?
I don't know what.
I don't think that Caitlin's your sister, my friend. Oh. What? What are we all laughing about?
Some extra camera.
This is my camera crew.
At least you have a camera crew. It's me and a tripod. My tripod won't show up for work half the time.
All right, so you can see down in there, it's all A-OK. There was a nest down in the bell house that I had to clean out. Surprise, surprise, right?
Yep.
Carburetor is seeping here and there. I think I'm going to get a new kit. Come to find out, this Holly is actually a stock carburetor for these.
Yeah, that's what was on my brother's 60 Ranchero. Yeah. And I
was unaware.
Hard kit's probably like $12 through Rock Auto.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's pretty tough to find parts for this damn thing.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. So a lot of the Mustang stuff is the same though.
Yep. That's what I'm learning.
Suspension, brakes, all that sort of stuff's the same. We actually did a 5-lug conversion on that Ranchero, so we could run later model. Of course, this was back in 1995, so we could run late model wheels on it. But
if this is the same lug pattern, I think it is, as the Mustangs, that's also a newer, 90s, 2000s Honda.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Was it
4-lug? Yours is 4-lug now, though, right?
Yeah, 4x110, something like that.
So in the 90s, there really wasn't many cool wheel options in a 4-lug. Also, we wanted to do. We were building his Ranchero to put a small block Ford in, and but we never got that far. But that's why we did the disc brake conversion and put the 5-lug rear end under it, so we'd have a better rear end and stuff. And we were kids; we didn't have no money, so everything we did had to be on the cheap. So, almost all junkyard parts. I think the only thing we knew was brake pads and brake hoses, and I think that was it when we did that conversion.
This has got newer brakes set up in the front. It's all original drum. It's got new lines and hoses and that, but the rear, the line is busted. I'm thinking for right now, because I don't know what way I want to go. I think I'm just going to plug the line that goes to the rear. Just grab a cap and then bleed the front and call it good for now.
I mean, at least you get the thing and it runs maybe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I've done that before. Just cap it off temporarily.
We know she runs. If we get this exhaust on, I want to start it and see what it sounds like,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell, like in your video, you can't tell how well the engine's running because the exhaust leak is so bad.
Yeah.
It's just, you just can't tell.
But that exhaust
doesn't look like it shakes or anything, so it's got to be pretty good. But
it needs a tune-up. It needs plugs and wires. They're all wore out. The carburetor's not perfect. Nope, that's the grinder.
That carb gasket was like sideways or whatever. I don't know how that. I mean, I don't know how people miss that. But of course, the intake gaskets on that Camaro were backwards and
totally. Right. I mean, I've had it happen. The gentleman I bought it from, we're still in contact a couple times a week. Super nice guy, really nice guy. He told me that I don't know if it was last year, the winter before, he was trying to make this run and drive so he could get it in and out of his buddy's shop so he could work on it.
Oh,
so it was like
cold out.
It was stupid cold, and he called me the other day after the video, and he's like, "I don't know how I did that." I says, "Dude, listen, it happens. It really does." Way back in the day, I was 16. We blew the clutch in my Cavalier, and my dad says, "Can you get it up here, to Vermont, to his place?" I said, "Yeah, once I get going, I'm okay, but taking off, she don't like to do it." So we said, "Get it up here, get the clutch, and we'll do it in a weekend." That weekend turned into almost a month. That month turned into like 2 months, 3 months, and then we just couldn't. We got it all together, and it wouldn't go. We couldn't figure out what the hell we did wrong. So we sent it down to a local mechanic in St. J.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what we did wrong?
I have no idea what you do.
The only thing we didn't do was tighten the bell housing bolts down.
So I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Yep. I do silly stuff too, man. Especially a lot of times when I was younger, especially not so much now. But I used to work like all day, and I come home and work 10 hours sometimes in the garage. And anyways, you know, by the time I'm wrapping it up or whatever, I'd be so exhausted that I just couldn't physically do anything else, and I'd make silly little mistakes like that. So I get it. I used to lose a lot of stuff too.
Oh,
I do better with that now. But
can't imagine how I'd ever lose anything here.
I can't imagine how you found anything.
It's not that bad. We've cleared it out, actually.
It's actually looking better. In some of your older videos, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff in that garage.
Yeah,
I like the TV in there, though.
So we put right behind the gal pal there, we put a little shed, built it out of 2x4s and tire.
Yeah.
It'll hopefully hold up. If it doesn't, you'll hear me bitching on one of these lives.
Yeah. Well, you can do a whole video on how not to store your stuff outside.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
No, that's where all the tire machines and the press and the bench and a whole bunch of other crap is. And
listen,
my goal is to be able to keep this here and put the Mustang in this area.
Yep.
And put it up on jack stands and tear it apart. And when it pisses me off, I can come back to this one.
Right.
You know?
I'm going to give you a sneak peek of how bad my garage is right now. Now, nobody ever sees this part because I never turned the camera around for a reason. But I cleaned out all my stuff from my car lot. And there you go. This place is full of cars and wheels and just all kinds of stuff, man. It's just it's part of being into cars, I guess, and I'll eventually go through and sell a bunch of it.
Well, I appreciate you coming on anyhow, Adam.
Is that your buddy, Adam?
That is my buddy, Adam.
Well, hello, buddy, Adam. Have a good evening.
I think he's going to stay in here. He's just watching wrestling.
Be quiet. That's cool.
He's just going to be quiet and what you want to? I guess my daughter wants to play with the camera now.
Okay.
You sure it's up in there, bro? I could have sworn I might be able to do it with the wire wheel. Just a lot easier.
Don't
Walk around the car. Show everybody the inside and outside. I didn't do a full inside and outside. Maybe that'll.
Nobody wasn't sitting on it.
Get a better view of the inside of this car. So one of my favorite parts about the this generation Falcon is the dash. I think it is super cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I just love it. It's simple, but I don't know. It's just a beacon of the age, of the car, and I don't know. This is one of those things. I just love it.
It is definitely a cool vehicle.
Yeah.
And I fell ass backwards into this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you said you really got in it right.
Put the camera on me like I hurt.
Everybody loves a good hurt kid.
You got me.
Yeah, I got hurt, and all of a sudden she's just like.
You show them the inside too.
Stop showing them the messy garage though.
So you're just bragging about how you cleaned it up.
Dad, the inside too.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
no.
I'm surprised how nice the floors were in this thing.
They need some love.
Do they? Well, in the pictures you really can't tell, or in the videos you can't tell. Well, you can see the behind the wheel well's rough, but
Passenger side, Jack.
What?
Go on this side of the floor. Go back. Go to the floor.
Okay.
oh yeah, got some ankle vents.
That just needs a stop sign.
I don't have any stop signs, but I may have some license plates I can send you. You at least need one Tennessee license plate on this thing.
The what?
Yeah, I said you at least need one Tennessee license plate on it somewhere if you're going to put plates and stuff on the floor.
Well, send me one.
I will. I'll send you. I may have more than one.
You know what? Everybody that wants to be contributing to this with a license plate, send them on. Even if I fix everything, maybe I'll put them down in the trunk.
Yeah, something.
You know?
You know, even if you actually fix it underneath, you could always put those down as like a decorative thing.
Right.
You know,
I think
Just
that's
that-
pretty cool.
yeah. That way, you also don't have to suffocate from the fumes coming through the floor.
Right?
Shut in.
What are we laughing about?
Keep pointing the camera at me doing stupid stuff like breaking my phone.
Where did you get
Oh,
This is
wrestling.
90% of my day is trying to break here.
Say hi.
No, I'm grown.
What?
Trying to embarrass you.
Okay, whatever.
Cheyenne, can you go get me that sticker the old car guy gave me? I can't find it. Are you sure it's not on the bike?
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, sure. No, can't go back.
I could have sworn I had it down here. Show me the engine. Talk about the car, John.
I don't want to talk.
Pick up the camera. You're obligated.
I'm like, let me see if I can do it with the water. Once you put it in here, I can't promise anything.
What do you say? Just show them. Dad.
Can't find nothing. All right, it's going to get loud. I'm going to turn the air compressor on for a couple minutes.
Oh, good.
No, you're not.
Okay, you got to move.
What?
Come over here.
This is like watching a slow train wreck.
I know. It's worse than watching paint dry, isn't
Yep.
No.
On video, that's not bad. Just saying.
Damn crap now.
See, the power of editing makes this so much more interesting.
Yeah, the power of editing sometimes makes me not look like a fool. Oh, here you go. Now, this might be loud. I'm curious.
Get in there, clean that one very good. Try and keep them entertained while I'm doing this.
I've got the entertainment in me.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll do a reload.
There we go. How's Mrs. Junker? I mean, I'll have a live with her. Just turn her around. I don't need to see Grady. Talk to. There you go. I'll talk to you. Oh, you. See, you got to commit, camera girl. Start it over and leave it.
This is a lie. Not sure if you guys are aware of that.
No. You think
really
you
need
can pay?
I really need that other one. Yeah.
Slow train wreck.
You know where you're going. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I can't find anything. You can look. I doubt it.
So, not that anybody on the junker side will probably hear this, but I think I've been trying to find something. I want to do a will it drive home video. I've been looking for something that's 100 miles or less, 200 miles maybe, that's been sitting since, I don't know, at least 2000, that I can go down and spend a couple of days on and see if I can get it to drive home. So it's got to be carbureted. It can't be fuel injected. But I've been pulling up blanks, man. Everybody wants too much money for their junk, and I don't know what the deal is with that. I saw a 84 Caprice, 4-door Caprice, nothing special, rust bucket, and it was, I think they wanted $1,800 for it. Didn't run, nothing, and I'm like, I ain't giving that kind of money for a Caprice that's junk, But I've been wanting to do a will it drive home video. I know a lot of y'all have channels. Has anybody else ever done that? Put it in the comments. I'll run this live. But I think I've seen Derek does it on whatever that channel's name is. Everything has gone up. You're exactly right. But I mean, there's got to be a line where you're just like, yeah, I ain't paying that for junk. I mean, I made an offer on a Miata the other day, in that stuff with the Porsches and all. They had a Miata, unknown conditions, been sitting for several years. And the only good thing about it, it had a hard top, a factory hard top, removable hard top. So that was worth a little bit of money. I made what I thought was a decent offer on a car that no one knew anything about, and yes, they acted like I insulted them. And I was like, well, you didn't, I asked them, will you price it? Will you price it? Will you price it? And they're like, no, just make us an offer. Then when you go and make an offer, they want to make you out to be an asshole. And I'm like, sorry, that's what I'm willing to give. And, so I probably burnt that bridge, but that's fine. Stuff happens. But yeah, everything has gone up. I know I wouldn't sell some of the stuff I have for what I would have 2 years ago. I actually have a lot of stuff from where I closed the car lot down that I need to fix and put on my channel, but none of it's very interesting. So I'm not sure if I can anybody to watch it. Let's see.
They are looking for the tool I need. So I guess I'm going to sit for a minute. Sit and interact with everybody if anybody wants to talk with me. Probably making everybody bored, or at least sick, trying to watch me work on this thing.
It's hard to watch. I ain't going to lie. The constant motion is the worst part. There you go. Yeah. Constant motion is that's tough, but
yeah,
I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, I think if I was working on the carburetor or something like that, it'd be a little easier. But
yeah, where you're at's down inside the side of the block, and you can't see in there, much less us.
Nope.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard what I was telling them or not, but I've been looking for something to buy to do a will it drive home video on.
How far away are you going?
A couple hundred miles. Nothing more than that.
I have an idea for you, and I think you should ask your subscribers to do this with you. Interact. I want you to come up with a price, right? And then tell the subscribers that they need to send you to a certain town. And in that certain town, you cannot leave there until you purchase something. you cannot know. No, it's not it. You cannot know where you're going. This is where your wife's going to come into play. And you cannot.
She ain't coming into this. I can tell you.
Let her
let me do it.
let her drive you there. Make it a whole family thing. I think that would be cool, where you don't know where you're going, and the only thing you know is that you need to bring your tools and your cash.
I mean, I've lived my life like that before.
I think that people would watch that. I know I would. I love watching when Derek goes out to the middle of nowhere, picks a car out of the woods, and then drives it home. I love watching that shit.
So that was the basis of the thought for me. Show car builders in here. Hey, man. Was I enjoy watching his go find junk and drag it home. But I'm pretty sure, his stuff that he goes and gets probably all gets pre-screened by somebody. It might be his cousin, his aunt, his whatever. Somebody's already went and looked at that. Because it's so risky. It is so risky.
But tell me how awesome of a deal that would be. That would be the coolest show ever. You just randomly go somewhere and you don't leave until you find something that you can drive home for that much money.
Well, that was one of my get home plans when I took the power tour trip. Is if the Camaro went, I was going to send. If it broke down, I was going to send it home on a flatbed because I had hookups with a transport company, and then I was just going to find something there and buy it and finish the trip. But since I didn't take it, that was unneeded. But that was my get home plan. Was just to buy something wherever I was. But yeah, it's just hard people are asking stupid prices for stuff. And parts right now are so hard to get. I'd be afraid I'd get out and buy something and not be able to get something, like a carb kit or whatever, and be stuck for a week.
Well, that's part of the gig, though.
Yeah. Well, I can't be gone that long. But yeah, in a different world, maybe I might be able to do it.
Apparently the dogs wanted to come out and see the live. I don't know, one just ran that way. Shelby, you want to come say hi? Shelby, here's Bella. Hi, Bella. Say hi to the people. Say hi.
She ain't shy.
Oh, this one, no. Shelby is a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't want to be on camera. Look
this is my baby girl right there. Both of them. Yep.
Well, the one with 4 legs doesn't look like it's enjoying any of this.
No. Shelby. Shelby. You can't tell I'm a car guy when I have a dog named Shelby, can you?
Right. My middle child, her middle name is Eleanor.
That's awesome. We almost got her sister too, and I was going to name her Eleanor.
Yeah. So my wife was like, "You can pick McKinley's middle name." And I said Eleanor. So disclaimer: all my kids are named after presidents. I've got Madison, McKinley, and Grant. And so that she was like, "Oh, Eleanor, like." Eleanor Roosevelt. And I was like, no, Eleanor, like the Mustang. She was not as happy about that. So her version of the middle name and my version is different, but I got to pick it. So
not in the bumper.
That's where it came from. But she was like, you get to pick her middle name. No, it's Eleanor. And then my son's middle name is Tiberius. That started as a joke. That is
a tough one to say.
It is. He's non-audible, so he can't speak at all, so he'll never have to say it. So, but his middle name started out from the Star Trek, one of the newer ones. I can't remember which movie, but he was like, they asked him his middle name or whatever, or his first name, and it's Tiberius. And they're like, who would name their kid that? Well, it started out as a joke, and then it ended up we named our kid that. So, picking names is weird for children. How do you name somebody that you've not met yet? So, you just have to name them and hope it sticks, and it's cool enough to not be made too much fun of, and you want it to be relevant. My parents named me after my father, and I always said, y'all are just lazy. I was like, just throw a junior after it. That's just lazy. So, but yeah, we just came up with the president's thing, and I just stuck with it.
Hey, Tim, how are you? I can't believe people are just sitting here watching this kind of stuff. No, because you know what? I watch stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going there, wood and metal. Juneau, Alaska would be a very long drive. However, I probably could pick up a pretty decent square body up there. It seems like everybody up there drives a square body Chevrolet.
Or Subaru.
I wouldn't be mad to own a Subaru, like especially one of the old carbureted Subarus. Man, those you could. I believe you could run those things without oil and they'd still run. They were just so tough.
Yeah, probably.
Wait.
That's not it. That's one I was just using. I don't have a clue where the hell it is.
I looked at that.
I had a Toyota Camry one time, an 84 or 5, I can't remember now, that sat out behind the house after I drove for like 2 years. And then I bought a Camaro because that's what I do. And just parked it out around back and quit driving it. And then I wanted to trade it in on another Camaro because that's what I do. And went out to start it, and the motor was locked up. But it was on a hill, so it was a straight shift Camry. So I rolled it down the hill, got the motor broke free, drove it around the block and back up to the house. And it wasn't knocking or anything, but it had 0 oil in it. I put a few quarts of oil in it, took it and traded it off. And the guy that I traded it to is a junkyard / car lot. And I told him, I was like, look, man, broke the motor free, put some oil in it, drove it down here. He was like, I don't care. It's got a 5-speed. I got a guy that wants that. So I traded it in. But yeah, Subarus and old Toyotas, you can run them without oil. They just keep running. They don't.
So I've told this story a couple times already online, but I worked at a dealership down here during the Cash for Clunkers thing.
Yep.
And right at the end of it, we didn't have any more of that what do you call that shit? Liquid glass or whatever. It was just epoxy basically that you throw in the motor.
Yep.
So you have to bring it in, throw it up on the hoist, drain the oil, leave the filter, drive it across the street, throw this little, I don't even know, it was probably like 3 ounces of liquid in it, in the crank, and start it and mat it until it no longer runs. So we ran out of that shit. Ended up taking and draining the oil, driving it over, and then just flooring it until it went kaboom,
Yeah.
We went to try and start it back up. Started up 3-4 times. It started up. And finally we're like, we don't get paid enough for this, because you only get like 25, 30 minutes to do these.
Right.
And that was a 98 Grand Cherokee.
Oh, really?
So that thing went to the scrapyard with a running motor still.
Man, Cash for Clunkers was one of the worst things that ever happened in the car industry.
The vehicles, man, you should have seen Suburbans that were mint. I'm telling you, these things would go for probably 10 grand nowadays.
Yeah. So, and also it really hurt the lower class of citizen, which, by the way, I was at the time. I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together hardly. And, the folks like me that were trying to, buy cheap cars just to keep them running. And then, it just wiped out for, for the next 5 years, cheap cars. They were just gone. Kind of blew my mind. And, I remember going to pull apart in Knoxville here, and everything there was from the 90s and 2000s. I was driving like an 88, I believe, at the time. I was like, these cars are all too new for my car to find parts off of. It was just weird. It was weird.
I think I can clean these up without it. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot easier. It's all right. I don't know where the hell I put it. Missing tools. Sorry, my wife.
That's a lot of fun every night.
A lot, yeah. Tomorrow night's live. Finding all the tools. Would anybody watch that? Just asking.
I don't know. I could do a tool organization video. I've been looking at a toolbox. Man, big toolboxes are so expensive.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And I'm cheap. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just cheap.
All right, hey David.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you speak, and I'm gonna shut the mic off for a minute.
All right.
So nobody gets annoyed with the noise, and then I'm just gonna clean everything all at once. That way, it's not noisy.
I'm with you. But yeah, I've been looking for a big toolbox, and I don't know, $700 just seems like a lot of money for a toolbox. But currently, my tools are spread out everywhere, and I don't know, it'd be nice to have them in one place. I've looked at the ones at Harbor Freight. Does anybody in the chat own any of those? I think it's the Icon box, maybe. I like the way they look, and they seem nice, but I don't know how they last, hold up. And then I really, really like the Husky box, Milwaukee toolbox that they had at Home Depot. Man, that thing looked nice. Wasn't cheap, but it looked good. But I don't know a soul that owns a Milwaukee toolbox, but I do own Milwaukee tools, and I love all of them. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna spend some money and buy a toolbox probably in the next couple of months. I got some cars to sell though. Is this the oddest live everybody else has ever been in? Yep. But yeah, I definitely think I can't afford a Snap-on toolbox because the rest of my life would be to pay it off, I guess. And I'm not a professional. I need a shirt that says that. Not a professional. Still 4 people watching this. Y'all are troopers. Just wait. You're waiting. Come on. Y'all were waiting on something to catch on fire a minute ago is what it was, and you're hoping it'll come back. So I don't know how to even see how many people are in here, but I'm glad Tim popped up and said how many. So and we got one guy that's watching wrestling. So, I guess it's really just 3. Hey, Tim, how you doing, buddy? I'm not sure that I've ever seen your name pop up before, so it's good to meet you. Some of y'all are really bored on Friday night. But I'm happy y'all are here. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. Back up to 5, see. We're drawing them in now. Let me move here. Scoot up in my seat some. It's the thing about a camp chair is you scoot down in it a little at a time. Adam's still here. We are competing with his wrestling time, so I get that. Oh, you pop up on a lot of channels? Yeah, I really don't have time to do a lot of stuff. I don't know. Life is always, for me, has been changing lately. So one of these days, maybe it'll settle back down. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen for me in a while. So just laying there listening. Yeah. Why not? It's entertaining. I enjoy watching other people's lives sometimes and not being a part of them, like not even sitting putting anything in the comments, because especially when there's a lot of people in the room, because it goes so quick and I type so slow. Adam, I used to watch a lot of wrestling, especially back in the 90s, man, when it was huge, and I guess maybe even into the early 2000s. I loved wrestling. I still occasionally, my buddy is really still into it. He has a podcast, does a bunch of stuff with it, but he always does a WrestleMania event every year, and I always, at his house, I always try to make that. I cannot know anything about wrestling, not know a single soul, and I still have a good time going to a WrestleMania event. It's just fun. I've always enjoyed it. Have you ever been to any live events, Adam? Any live wrestling, like WWE or that, professional level? I've been to a couple of house shows, and they're always fun. But it's not, it's not a huge, never been a huge thing. But my same buddy I was talking about, he actually went to the WrestleMania that was down in Tampa a few years ago. I don't know. Yes, Attitude Era. That was when I was really watching it. I'm going to be you. Yeah, I do think it's better now than it used to be. This live chat about cars has really went off the rails, but whatever. I think the Attitude Era for me was like the heyday of wrestling, and really, I don't think I personally didn't feel like, hey Terry, that I appreciated how big the Attitude Era was until it was over. And then it was like, well, that was awesome, and the direction they were headed in wasn't that great. Oh, I get it. I could totally get having a social anxiety and not want to go because, for me, getting there is always like, if I convince myself I'm going to go, I go, but I could convince myself not to go just as quick. It's just, I'm a hermit at heart. I could not leave my house. When I was younger in my 20s, I was single for a while. Back then, if you could have got everything delivered like you could now, I'd have been a hermit in my 20s. But my wife always wants to go out. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You reckon Clunker's got that ready to get back on? Maybe. So 6:15. I mean, if you're just now joining us, Junker has went dark on us, and I'm running the audio part of this. So throw some questions out. I need something to talk about. It's hard to talk about yourself for too long, or it is for me.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, somebody's back.
Guess who's back?
Well, did you figure it out?
Copyright.
Ooh, I don't know if these are the same.
Uh-oh.
A really nice car from the Philly area one time, which is odd for that area, I think. I mean, it was like it was a Nissan Altima, but It was the cleanest Nissan Altima I've ever owned in my life. It was absolutely perfect. And the guy told me, I found it on eBay back in the eBay days. The guy told me, "Oh, you won't regret driving up here to get it." And sure enough, I came up there and there wasn't an ounce of rust nowhere on that car. Every piece of it was perfect. It must have sit in somebody's garage and never got driven.
Guys. Yeah, I don't think this live is working out like I hoped.
Whatever. At least somebody was on here with you. Otherwise,
Right?
it was really awkward.
It would have been stupid awkward then.
I mean, this is only like the fourth live I've ever been on, and it's definitely up there at the weirdest.
Well, you're carrying the show right now.
Well, yeah, carrying the show. I just came to see what you were doing.
Snickers.
What?
Snickers.
Not the game.
Wait, can I get the nut bulkhead over there, please?
Yeah.
Snickers?
Yeah.
Okay, like the candy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stickers.
okay.
Can you say hi? Say hi, Stickers.
Oh my goodness! I hear you.
You say hi.
Yeah.
Snickers. I love you.
Oh my goodness.
Which one? My
The newest one.
6:15. When he was running the torch earlier, I was really happy just to see the fire extinguisher laying out there. You just never know.
Hey, 6:15. You want to come on for a couple minutes before you're live? Help carry the show a little bit.
I mean, I need somebody to talk to, man.
The shit show.
Hey, it could be worse.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Well, at least there's people in here. Not that I have any idea how to tell how many is in here, but you know.
Tim Windsor, Siberian and Husky talks too.
Oh, nice. Oh, he's got a house full of people, Joker.
What's that?
15 doesn't want to be on live because you're the closest full of pizza people.
Oh,
Not pizza.
Or
Pizza?
pizza. Whatever.
Pizza of people, whatever. Don't confuse me.
yeah. We gotta
Ew.
see if we can find another one, Brett.
Ew.
Pretty sure we got a whole other.
I was worried about being fat, not exercising enough.
Stop saying you're fat.
Oh, right over there. That area.
Well, in about 15 minutes, y'all lose me, and you're to be just down to you guys.
Yeah, we'll probably cut it about that.
Okay, because, yeah, I got things to do. And also, my attention span is
Maybe.
like an hour max. I just don't have it. Some of you guys that are on for like 3 or 4 hours, I don't have the attention span for it. My ADHD is kicking in or something. I don't know. I gotta go.
Would you rather be over here helping me with this?
I would be. It'd be more entertaining for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I'm there working with you, cheering you on. You can do this.
You can do it. Gotta find nuts and bolts now. I remember doing this with the Mustang. What?
At least you got a kit of bolts.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Mine's in a bucket. I got a bucket full of bolts over here.
None of them seem to be right.
Don't look like many's in that box. I hope that's washers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some in there. You just couldn't see them.
Some in there and some in here.
Yeah. Yeah, my stuff's not nearly that organized.
couldn't live with
Years
anything.
ago, I cleaned out all my life. I cleaned like my entire life out. I had a bunch of project cars. I finished them all, sold them all,
Tim
and,
Windsor said we have faith in you drinkers.
and cleaned out my garage. And I threw a box I had been collecting for years full of bolts away and small like little items and stuff that I had in that box. That's the only thing I regret throwing away. And I threw away a lot of stuff. But I still regret to this day throwing all those bolts out.
Yep.
But here I am, collecting a new bucket of bolts.
I could have sworn I had a brand new kit of this because I run out of what I needed. What I needed is a stud kit, but they don't sell them. That I found at least.
I don't know. If it ain't on Amazon, I probably couldn't find it either. So I don't know. I tend to find things that are odd out there. There's a place that just shut down real close to me that they were just a nut and bolt shop. It's called Maryville Fasteners, and they just announced that they were going to sell their business, and I'm hoping that they'll do an auction for all the contents. I'll go down there and bid on bolts and whatever, but they were always so expensive to buy stuff from. But I still spent my money down there because it's a local mom and pop's place, and places like that are just going away. And I don't know. I have a soft spot in my heart for a mom and pop's hardware store,
Right.
Where I'm at, that was one of like 2 or 3 left and probably 50 miles of here. And, I don't know. You spend more, but at least you know that the money that you're spending is going to a local family that's spending money locally too. So,
Right.
but I don't know. That I hated to hear that it's going out of business, but as soon as I did, that's the first thing I thought of was I'm gonna go down there and see if I can get a bunch of stuff on at their auction. If y'all don't attend auctions, you're missing out. The stuff you find at auctions is crazy. Also, if you're looking for cars, sometimes you can go to an auction and find stuff there too. That's actually what I'm going to try to do to find something to drive home is start hitting some auctions and just see if I can find something that's cheap that might run. Usually at auction, people want things that run. So,
Right.
I need something. I prefer something that's been sitting for a while. We'll see. Are you trying to get me somebody to talk to? Then that's nice. Thanks.
I've been trying, yeah. Anybody wants to come in, come on in.
And they're like, I don't want to be a part of this shit show.
Man, that's what I should name this, a shit show. Shit show with Grady.
Yeah, shit show with Grady.
I can't find a fucking thing tonight, guys.
You're doing too many things. If you're like me, I can't focus on but one thing at a time.
I know I should have looked harder for those bolts because I don't really want to put those rusty ones back in.
Yeah. Rich, you're right. Welding equipment, people are afraid to bid on welding equipment and don't understand that some of the best welding equipment's 20 years old, 30 years old. And it, as long as it was taken decently care of, it still welds amazingly well. Sometimes the units are, the actual unit's big, but who cares? You can roll it around. But yeah, you find some really good stuff at auctions, and I always feel weird about going to them. And typically it's a bad situation that gets you to an auction. You're in a divorce or somebody passed away, but that I'm all about it. I'll go in and see if I can make a buck. But you find some cool stuff. I also like going through other people's property.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't know why. I just love looking at other people's junk. Even if I don't buy a thing, it's like, I don't know, it's fun. We'll go look at their stuff.
All right, so here now that we've got that part started, I need a slogan.
For
me.
a slogan for you?
Yeah.
I don't have a slogan, so I'm not sure I can help you with that.
You never know. I mean, I've come up with a lot of them, but I'm told they're inappropriate.
Yeah. Let's get to work is the one I've almost coined that myself for myself. I say that a lot.
Well, maybe that could be yours.
I mean, I've considered that almost as I try to say it now. At first, I didn't. It was just like a subconscious thing I said, but now I try to work that.
I wanted to put drunkly built. No, Adam, not drunkly built. I wanted to have something like let me see your junk on the back of my shirt.
I'm going to tell you right now that I think that's a bad idea. The things that people are going to send you are not things you're going to want to see.
Yeah, I know.
Junkily built just doesn't build confidence in someone.
Get Dad on.
What do you mean?
We're trying to get Dad on the line.
He's watching it.
No, but I wanted to purchase it.
No, get those dogs out of here.
Wow.
And that's better.
Less than $100, man. I've spent more than that on junk welders. If it glunks, it's not junk.
Keep them coming. I need ideas, guys.
Behind me is my 86 IROC. It'll have a video this week. First one it's had in a while. Be the last one it has for a while too. Just in case you're curious.
So that means shit didn't go well.
Even if it went well, I ain't got time for it. I have got to get my other cars done that I have. I have 10 vehicles that I have to get ready to sell, and I'm trying to hold out for tax time. Tax time is going to be good this year for a lot of people, so maybe the last good tax time they have, but this year's going to be good. So I'm trying to get all this stuff ready so I can capitalize and get as much money as I can. The wife and I are, with any luck, going to try to buy a house this coming year, and I need all the capital I can get. There's only so many cars. There's only so long you can own cars, or for me, and about 30 days is how long I want to own most of them. But I got to turn them for money. I put a bunch of money in them. I want to make some. So, but I don't know. It's just what I do. I buy and sell cars.
Awkward silence.
Yeah. I was reading the comments.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do this on live anymore.
I mean, you could stop working on it. I mean, it's not like no one cares that you would stop. So turn the camera around.
They'd probably be okay with if I stopped. That way, I could actually sit here and talk and interact. Right?
Yeah.
I still don't know how to turn my camera around again.
Dad.
Oh, hey,
I
here we go.
can't help you at all with that. I have zero experience with a GoPro. I assume you're on a GoPro. Well, hey, there you are. Ooh, there's one bright light behind you. There you go. There you go. Look at that. That's much better.
But you don't get to see the car now unless I go like this.
There you go. I think that was the picture you should have saved to become your thumbnail from there on out.
I should have.
It was epic.
Thanks, Adam. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the support too.
Hey, Adam's been on here forever, even if he's been watching wrestling. I'm down with that.
Hey, Adam, why don't you come on live with us? You won't.
He just told me he had social anxieties. There's no way he's coming on live on YouTube. I'm just guessing. I don't know the guy, but I bet I'm right.
He won't. If there's a camera around, he won't even come hang out.
A semi-automatic welding rig. I'd like to see that video for sure. Nope.
That comment's not for you, Rich. But he has talked about doing a YouTube channel of cooking, and I'm trying to explain to him that he could be like the Chris Fix of the cooking world.
I mean, there's plenty of people that cook and you never actually see them.
I told him to go get a Trump face or something.
Wear it. There'll be a lot of people that will not watch him for that, but he can do whatever he'd like. I actually have a second channel that has a couple of videos on it that I did. That so Forsaken Still, I wanted to keep it just cars, just like me working on cars. That's what I wanted to be. But then I actually have Forsaken Lifestyle as well, which I don't think has a single subscriber. I don't know. I don't even check it. But I have a banana pudding recipe. It's me cooking a banana pudding. It's pretty interesting. You only see me at the very end of it, but it's when I went on Power Tour, I drove behind a '65, I think it was, Lincoln Continental that was yellow with a white top, and I nicknamed it Banana Pudding. And it already had a nickname of Lemonade, and I said, that ain't lemonade, that's banana pudding. So when I got home, all I talked about on the whole trip was I wanted to find someplace to buy banana pudding. And one of the guys that was with me is like, when you get home, you're going to have to make it because you ain't going to find any. He was right. I didn't find any. So I made a video on making banana pudding for myself. And I posted it on that second channel just because. I just made the channel just to post that video. So, it really wasn't anything. I don't care if it ever gets a subscriber. But my daughter's in it at the end and stuff. I don't know. It's just fun. And then I did, I don't know. There's, I think, maybe one on there of me fixing my lawnmower and mowing after I got back because I neglected all of my worldly duties almost before I went on Power Tour. I didn't mow. I've got 3 acres that I mow. I hadn't mowed that in weeks and weeks, and I just neglected everything because I was just thrashing trying to go. And so when I got back, the grass was waist high. I set the field on fire. It was mower broke down 4 times in the span of like a week because I didn't mow it all at once. It was awful. It was just.
I'm telling you, we were all rooting for you. I wish you would have just hooked onto it. Just hooked onto it with a flatbed and just driven it,
Yeah. It. I really wanted it to make it, and honestly, that a lot of people followed me, I think, and subbed based on the trip.
Yeah,
I gained hundreds of people, or 200 people in 1 week, one time, and now I'm dead in the water.
All out. So we were doing a manifold on my 61 Falcon delivery wagon back here. Can't really get a good view. But I've realized that I need bolts, and I don't have bolts. I don't have the right bolts. I don't have the right bolts. So I guess now we're just going to talk. If anybody wants to come in. I just scared the crap out of you. How'd I do that? What happened?
I missed it.
I guess I did too. Everybody know it's his birthday today.
Who's that?
Mr. 615.
Oh, well, happy birthday, 615.
Yeah, he's got a live coming up at I think it's 11 o'clock my time.
I will be asleep, buddy. Enjoy yourself. I hope you have a great time. I hope there's lots of people join you. I will be asleep. I'm old and I feel it, but I'm up at 6 a.m. every day, so that sets when I go to bed. When I used to, there was a time in my life when I used to stay up late, but I barely function now on 7 hours of sleep. I couldn't do it on less, I don't think. So I don't know. I'm feeling my age. I'm not that old, but I'm starting to really feel it.
I make my own schedule. I do.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
I can't share it on the internet. We should even
Don't want to know. I don't want to know. So, to everybody that just come in the chat, we're looking for suggestions for my my slogan.
Make America great.
No, we're not going to go Trump wise. Make America rich again. No.
I would pass on that.
Also,
You just turn off too many people.
also, I need a name for the Falcon. I can't get a damn good picture of it, Dean.
Millennial.
I'm
The millennial
not putting
Falcon.
it's not going to be a millennial. No, that's
No, you've never seen Star Wars?
no,
Millennial?
no. Nope, sorry. Oh God, we're gonna break her again. What?
Bluebird.
Bluebird?
Yeah, it's a falcon and bluebird.
I want something unique.
Yeah.
And Adam, don't say rust bucket either.
I can hear him tapping already. Yeah. So
Yes, something
I
unique.
considered naming the IROC several times, and I was going to put up a poll before I left for Power Tour to name it, but I was so busy I didn't understand how to do a poll. I still don't understand how to do a poll.
You don't need to. I can name it right now.
The
What is it?
Murphy.
Murphy?
That's their drug. Their dog.
Murphy's Law. What can't go wrong will go wrong. That's been pretty accurate so far.
See, I named it for you.
This car is getting ready to get a bunch of money thrown at it. So
You're not naming it after Rebecca's dog.
He doesn't even know who Rebecca is.
Oh, it's his car. Oh, you're naming his car?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
yeah.
Oh God, here we go. Adam.
What do you think?
Should have been a Chevy. That's a mouthful. So hey, if anybody out there's got an LS they want to sell reasonably, I'm looking for one.
We're pretty far. Well, I'm pretty far away, but they're everywhere up here.
So I'm pretty sure I come up there and buy a truck that's rusted in half for nothing, right?
Well, no. We don't give our shit away.
So I got there's a guy that I'm friends with, and he bought a 5.3 the other day that had less than, I think it had 80,000 miles on it. He gave $50 for it. I was like, I'll double your money today, and I'll come get it. But he was like, yeah, I will use it. So just use zip ties. Oh, when the camera turned around.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that.
That's cold. I love it, but it was cold. But it helps.
Now, Adam, let's go ahead and talk about that GM sitting outside. What year is that thing again? How many times has that been in the shop? I'm just wondering. Asking for a friend. He's got a grandpa mobile.
What's he drive? Is it one of those Buick LeSabres?
You're close. It's a Buick. What the hell is that thing? No, it's not an Enclave.
Oh, those things are they're just synonymous with problems. Transmission issues, timing chain issues. I've owned, so it's the same as the GMC Acadia, and I sold Acadias like crazy. People love them, but man, they have the issues. I've driven, I can't tell you how many of those things, but 11 and twice. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's just me again. Welcome to Forsaken Stills live stream. It's just me in the car. Oh, wait. There he is. You trying to
back button. I hit the back button. I don't know how I did that. I'll have to go check that out, Rich.
Well, I'm wrapping this up for me. Rich, I'll probably watch your. I don't think I'm subscribed to your channel actually. I don't know that I've ever seen any of your stuff, but I'm going to go subscribe to you and watch that video because I love a good a good short video.
We still got 10 people watching in here. Who else wants to come in and be a guest? Come on.
There was like 4 a minute ago, and I was shocked that there was 4. It was just me talking.
See, I turned the camera around, and that's what they wanted was this.
That's what it is. Now that you showed your beautiful face, they're all like, "Well, I'm in."
I don't know why it says that you're trying to come in again.
It doesn't.
Me?
Yeah, it just said that you were trying to come in again.
Well, here I am.
Ta-da!
Oh, of the semi-automatic welding rig, I definitely want to see that.
Could you be any more annoying?
Yeah.
She's got this damn clickety-clack thing.
I don't know what that is, but
It's
Crickety clack.
yeah. You remember these things?
a slap bracelet? Is that what
Yeah.
that is? Yeah. My daughter's got some of those, but she's 9.
Why you talking nah?
Because she's southern.
What?
She's southern.
And that's what it is.
It's a thick accent.
He lives with my
Now, do I sound like I have an accent?
Well, of course you do.
Really?
Well, of course.
I never noticed.
Well, you never will because it's just like everybody else around you.
Damn.
I mean, mine gets southern sometimes. I have to watch it.
When I talk to my family in Vermont, it comes out wicked for me.
Let's see, wicked.
Wicked piss out. Up there in the North Country. I don't like you folk around here.
There you go. So, yeah, my uncle brings it out in me. He's, we ain't redneck. We're hillbilly. There's a big difference. There's just a big difference, and it's we are Appalachian. That is my family. It's we immigrated here and whatever and settled in the woods, and it's thick. But I don't mind. I like it here. So, but I've been all over the U.S. and every place has its own accent. I don't know. But that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
My wife's family's from New York, like upstate New York, not like New York City, and they have a good deal different accent than even what you have.
See, I don't think I have an accent, but
You do.
you do.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but you do. And but yeah, when I speak to her family, their accent is similar to yours, but it's different dialect. It's just where you live. It's like how people up north don't drink sweet tea and are wrong for it.
I like sweet tea. Unfortunately, I got the beaties, so
You got the beatus. Yeah,
got the beaties.
that diabetes will get you. You got to watch that stuff. Like no joke. Like
Yeah,
you gotta watch it.
I do joke about it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I watch everything I eat.
As it goes in your mouth.
That's okay. I don't watch anything.
I used to be a lot bigger than I am. I used to be a lot smaller than I am too.
Me too. I used to be bigger and smaller than I currently am at different times.
Yeah.
That's how life is.
I stay a consistent fat weight. I lost 100 pounds, was about 4 or 5 years ago. And I felt great. I felt freaking great, but keeping it off was really, really, really hard.
Yeah.
Wasted, get in here.
I'm a really active fat guy. I always have been, and just how I am. I've always been big, but I've always been the guy that's out traipsing in the woods and looking for cars and doing crazy stuff. But I don't know. genetics. I don't
So
know.
weird.
I eat
Yeah,
too much.
no, not this current state. I didn't drop 100 pounds. I don't have any pictures, otherwise I'd try.
Where can you get in there?
This is so weird.
I've got. I don't even have my. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I've been up and down. I'm. It's been a journey. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, gotta watch it, diabetes, man.
Yeah, no,
Are you on anything?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, think
I'm
of all
not,
your
but I am.
subscribers that will be missing you if something happened.
They find somebody else to watch.
That's true. That's true.
That's
That's what I always
totally
think. I was
true.
like, "Man, if I disappeared tomorrow, like 3 of my subscribers would look out and try to find me, but that, 3 or 4, that'd be it. And I've met most of them, so they know how to get a hold of me. Do you have any subscribers that you have just reach out to you or whatever, and made contact?
Not yet, no.
I've had several.
Really?
Yeah. And they're all great people. You were one. You were a subscriber that and then you was like, "Hey, what's up? Why you keep deleting my email or my messages?" I was like,
I started getting pissed because I was like, guy, listen, all I want to do is pick your brain on something, and you keep deleting my messages. Now we got a problem.
Yeah. I was like, "You keep putting a link in it, don't you?" And you're like, "Yeah." There you go. I have it set to delete that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister-in-law has type 1, and it is no joke. You just have to watch it all the time.
Is CP on now? I can never tell the time differences because, it's 9:12 here. I thought his said 9 Central. Wouldn't that be 10 o'clock my time? Or is it 8? I don't know. I don't know what to say.
All right, I don't know what CP is, so
Oh,
I mean, I don't do initials well.
It's CP Tool Addict. You've never heard of him?
No.
Really cool guy. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very out there. He's there because he takes the show over in a good way. No, he's not like Gilbert Godfrey. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah. What was it? What was the name of the channel again?
It's CP Addict, I think it is. Tool Addict. CP the Tool Addict. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. I should go watch it too.
I just want to. I'm always looking for new and different things. So.
Yeah, he's doing a live right now. You should definitely watch his. I'm not saying everybody should leave mine, but I think I'm going to leave my own to go watch him. That's pretty goddamn bad, isn't it?
I'm pretty much done. Anyways, I've got to go do stuff. I just want to. I got to put this in my phone while I'm thinking about it. So it's CP Tool Addict.
CP Tool Addict. Now I hope he's just meaning that he's a big influencer. I don't look at size because I'm a big boy too.
Me too.
I think he's a kick-ass person. So.
Well, he's got a kick-ass logo.
Oh, he does.
Man, mine ain't nearly that good. Of course, I did my logo in like 12 minutes and sent it to you. So, because you need a logo, boom, here you go.
So you never got a hold of my buddy there, huh?
No, and I'm too lazy to do it now. I have a logo. It's as good as it'll ever get. And that's just who I am. I'm like, yeah, all right, it's good enough. I've spent all the effort I'm going to spend on that. And I wanted to do something different originally. But, yeah, I don't know. I just never did it. And now it's like, that's good enough. And what'll happen, though, is now that I have something, people will start recognizing it. And it's very recognizable, I think.
It is. I've never seen anything like it.
So
No, I kind of figured you were just joking around. I just got to stick up for my buddies, you know.
No, I mean, and his stuff was good, and I really meant to call him back, and life just got in the way. But then I didn't have anything, and you're like, really need a thumbnail. Here you go. It's like 12 minutes in, I'll make something. I'm that talented. And then I made it, and I was like, oh, that's better than I thought it'd ever be.
See, under pressure work for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. I do my best work when I'm under pressure like that. So I also do my worst work when I'm under pressure like that. So you don't know what you're going to get. It's either the best or the worst. There's really no in between.
Right.
But anyways, I'm out, man.
Yeah, I'm going to cut it anyhow. I appreciate you guys coming on. Everybody that hasn't checked out Forsaken, go over and check him out. You got to watch the Camaro builds, and then you got to go in and comment nothing else but this damn build, because I'm so invested in that freaking car right now. I need to see that thing do what it was supposed to do, which is drive.
Well, I promise when it does drive, the end video will be epic.
It better.
It will be.
Like blowing rods and everything, right?
Oh, it will be epic. Y'all don't even know. It's going to be great. So,
spoiler in the next week. Damn it, I knew it.
No spoilers. I don't give them. You just have to keep watching. That's what keeps them coming back.
Yep.
Anyways,
well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm going over to CP. Is everybody else go over there? Check him out.
Me too. I'm gonna go watch this Tool guy. I love Tools. See ya.
Thanks, guys.